Here are today's episode highlights.
Wait, did somebody say ponche con piquete?
Oh, yeah. You're being naughty, comadre.
Hey, coma, una Navidad
Lo
sin
que se
ponche
sabe no se dice.
con piquete, right? No es Navidad picosa.
Look at D.
D looks
Thank
like
you.
she came out from the hood.
Just call me Santa Cholita. Hey, whatever. Wait, I don't know my gang signs. I'm so bad at that.
Santa Cholita.
Santa Cholita. Hey, órale.
Put on your PJs. Get
Yes.
comfy, get a tecito, get a champurrado, get whatever you want, and dive in because today we are going to talk about our highs and lows of the
More
year.
highs than lows.
More highs than lows.
I will tell you, I did not have this podcast in my cards.
Ni por aquí.
Ni por aquí. Ni por aquí.
To this day, it's the highest rated
Episode
viewed.
that we have
Yeah,
on,
most
on
viewed
YouTube.
episode.
More than
Right.
26,000 views and counting.
Wow. And
Thank you very
counting.
much.
Yes.
So, chicas, you need to come back, madrina,
I know.
for 2025 for a part 2. And
Ven,
a part
saluda
three,
tus ahijadas.
I'm 43 years old, and I had not really had a conversation about menopause
Or even
before.
thought about it,
or
right?
perimenopause. I've never thought about it. And I was like, there's no way. I'm not having hot flashes. Like,
You lucky bitch.
That's the thing. La patita de thumper.
Oh my God.
Like, I mean, if
Yes,
you haven't...
Scrapbook nerd.
You, comadrita.
Thumper.
La patita.
La patita. Now we got to move on to
Yes.
2025.
So 2025 is going to be a beautiful, I'm calling it all out, new year.
Yes.
A badass new year with new vibes, new us in the sense that we come with more wisdom and more experience as
Yes.
podcasters and with bigger dreams, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to dream big.
Get nominated for a People's Choice Podcast Award or iHeartRadio Podcast Award.
Hey!
What a dream.
I love it.
Yes.
I love
What
it.
a dream
Yes.
that would
Salute
be.
to that. Hey girl, welcome. We've been waiting for you.
Bienvenida. We are 4 comadres and we are so excited to have you here. I am Argelia.
I am Mindy.
I am Diana.
And I'm Janet. Join us. Grab that drink.
Get comfy, settle in, and get to know us.
As we get down with some real conversations.
And raise that glass to the true power of sisterhood.
Are you ready for us?
This is Comadres Unfiltered.
Salud! Salud, comadritas!
With the coffees and
Salud.
tea.
Oh, yes.
Love it.
Cuidado con
Today
cuidado.
we have the champurrados and the rompopes
En
and
los
the coffees.
atoles.
En
Oh,
los atoles.
Los
Wait.
cafecitos.
Did somebody say ponche con piquete?
Oh, yeah. You're being naughty, comadre.
Hey, coma, una Navidad
Lo
sin
que se
ponche
sabe no se dice.
con piquete, right? No es Navidad picosa.
I love it.
Welcome to Comadres Unfiltered.
Yes.
It's December.
I can't believe it. Where
my
did this
goodness.
year
Holidays
go?
are here.
So exciting.
Oh,
Seriously,
I love
like,
it. I love
can you
it so
believe it?
much.
Like, the year
Yes.
is almost over. It is almost over.
In the blink of an eye.
In a blink of an eye. Seriously, like, how did that happen? And we made it all the way to the end of the year.
We did. We made it.
Yes,
Love it.
yes,
Oh
yes,
my
yes.
gosh.
Seriously,
awesome.
before we even get into the topic of today, can I just say how cozy and warm
Oh,
and
I'm
cute we
so-
look?
I am
I
so
know.
cozy.
Look at us. I love the idea. When we talked about having our pajamas, I'm like, you know what?
Yes, yes,
Let's
yes, yes.
do
Let's
that.
do that.
Let's get so cozy, even though we're like full makeup. But
That's
And hair,
Okay,
hair, of course,
I
hair
don't know
and
what you're
makeup.
talking about. Here's how I wake up.
Oye, con el chongo, con el chongo.
Oh,
Ay,
Wait, you woke up like that? What does that mean? Is that the Omar chongo?
okay.
Seriously.
Comadritas, if you've been hearing about our episodes since June, you know. If you know, you know, right?
No,
If
you know.
you know.
You know, you
La que
know.
sabe, sabe. Otherwise, we ain't explaining the chongo. This is
No.
not the Omar chongo.
That's not the Omar
this is
chongo.
episode 3.
Right? This is a holiday season chongo.
I love it.
Look
It's
it.
beautiful.
It's the effortless chongo. I think it's the
love
first
it.
time I come in a chongo to the episode, right? I don't
Is
think
it?
I think so.
Okay, because I have seen you on the show with Omar
But
and a
not-
chongo,
not on-
and I always wonder. I'm like, oh, did they get it on before
that
the show? I do.
Time, baby.
You know, they
Not gonna
say
lie.
you can tell a lot about a chongo with RG. But you can tell a lot about our PJs just with us
Super
comadritas.
cozy.
Yes,
Janet, I
yes.
love the stripes, coma.
Yes, I'm a little candy cane.
Yeah,
sure
And look at your
is.
little
Cute.
pantuflitas.
I
Oh
love the
my
fuzzy
God, how
pantuflas.
adorable
I
are
want
they?
some like that. Those
They're
are
They're so fun and
cute.
cozy.
I love it.
Yeah.
And look at D.
D looks
Thank
like she
you.
came out from the hood.
Just call me Santa Cholita. Hey, whatever. Wait, I don't know my gang signs. I'm so bad at that.
Santa
Santa
Cholita.
Cholita. Hey,
These are actually my pajamas.
And these are your
Yeah, I
pajamas.
just kind of put it together today, but
Yeah.
I'm feeling so cozy.
Wait.
Got my pillow
Wait,
on.
are you
Love it.
telling me that Miss Mindy sleeps
Yeah.
with the scarf?
Oh, not this. And if I do wear the scarf, it's only the scarf.
It's multi-use.
Oh, yeah.
It's multi-use.
I tie him up with the scarf.
50 Shades of Grey in the house with that 50 Shades of Mindy.
red.
I love
Mindy
it.
of red.
I love it. I love how our personalities and little secrets are coming out with these PJs. Well, as you can tell, I like to sleep in jewels.
Oh my goodness. You
Mindy,
cannot
Mindy.
possibly sleep comfortably on those.
That is way too cute
Yeah.
to sleep
Look,
in.
it
It's
is.
too cute. I would wear that out.
Honestly, tiene a little bling bling here. I've
like
had
it.
these. I've had these for, I want to say, 3-4 years.
Okay.
I bought them during the pandemic. You know, when we all
cute.
went crazy shopping
Yes,
online because we
online.
were so bored.
Yes.
I got these at New York & Company.
Okay.
It's one of my
cute.
favorite stores that I was so upset when they closed it at the mall because
Oh, I
I would just
know.
go in there, and now it's online, and online it's a little bit, I don't know. For me, it was more of a challenge, but this is one of the things that I got, and hey, I was about to donate this set
Why?
this year because I haven't worn it
Oh
in
my
like
God,
2
no,
years.
it's super cute.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like,
See?
you know what?
That's one of those things where like you're
Yeah.
like, I might wear it someday. See?
Y
Someday.
mira,
Today
someday
is the day.
go.
Today is the
Today's the
day.
day.
But you know what? I will sleep in it. It is so warm.
Yeah.
I love it, girls. We just look adorable.
And this is not too uncomfortable. I
No,
like that.
no se
this is
siente,
very
no se
nice.
siente.
okay.
We all look so cute. Salud,
Yay.
salud.
Salud,
Okay,
salud.
We want to invite
that.
our comadritas watching. If you're watching in bed or in the sofa or home, you know, put on your PJs, get
Yes.
comfy, get a tecito, get a champurrado, get whatever you want, and dive in because today we are going to talk about our highs and lows of the
More
year.
highs than lows.
More highs than lows.
Yes.
And when I say lows, it's not like it's something terrible happened in this group. It's just the challenges that we faced. Because let's be real, we're going to be very honest, like we always are in each episode, super transparent. We have faced some challenges. We came out stronger and survived those challenges. That's why we're still
Yes.
here, right?
Yes.
And we're going to just pretty much go over the year together, but also kind of like anticipate what's coming for 2025.
I'm really excited about that.
Right?
Yeah, I have
I'm
so
many
many
excited.
goals and
Yes.
wishes,
Yes.
and we're gonna get to that too. So I'm
We're gonna
super
get to
excited
that.
about
The
that.
baby is growing.
The
Yeah,
baby
that's
is
right.
growing. The baby
Yeah.
is growing. So, comadritas, estamos listas para dive in
Let's
into
do
our
it.
Let's
into
do
our
it.
what I want to call comadre wisdom. Because I
Yeah.
think
Reflections, right?
reflections, yeah, but I think that we're going to share a lot of wisdom that we picked up this year. Because remember, the purpose of this podcast too, since the beginning of this project, was to share knowledge, to share the knowledge that we've acquired in the past and now we're bringing on to this project. But the knowledge that we learned, the lessons that we picked up this year, that's what we're doing today.
Exactly.
Are you guys
it.
excited
I
about
can't
that?
believe
I'm
it's been
excited.
almost a year
Yes.
since we came up, since you brought
I
this
know.
idea to the table, literally.
Yes.
Well, let's
Yeah, that
start
was
right
January.
there. Let's
I
start
know,
right there.
January.
I know we have a plan here, and the girls are going to kill me right now. You're like, Archie, that is not part of the rundown. But you know what? I just thought about this. Exactly a year ago, where were you? What were you doing? What was going through your head? So I know I caught
my
you off
gosh.
guard. Curveball.
Wow.
Curveball.
So
but I like
last
curveballs.
December, so a year, so a month before
Yeah.
this project
Yes.
was introduced. Let's see. So it was December.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. In December, we are running around like crazy. We are trying to shop. We are trying to keep our kids, you know, probably still, they're still in school. So we're taking them, picking them up, you know, just all the regular things that I think. But also, you know, this is a time of reflection,
Yes.
right? And it doesn't matter if it's our podcast or any other year. I think December comes along with the, okay, how did the year end up? What do I want for 2024?
Yes.
Right?
You start
Yeah.
thinking a lot about
So
that.
you
for
do.
sure.
You start
Yeah.
thinking about that, the same as, you know, this year we're thinking about 2025. And I will tell you, I did not have this podcast in my cards. Ni por aquí. Ni por aquí. Ni por aquí. And I know Mindy did.
I did.
Mindy had the idea, but I didn't.
But she never said it.
I never
didn't.
said
No,
it because
she
I was
never said
waiting
it.
to meet with you girls.
Yeah.
And let me tell
Yeah.
you something. We did not meet at your house. Wasn't it
Yeah.
January?
Yeah, it was
Yes,
January.
January.
Yeah, we didn't. I think we had to cancel in December
'Cause I
because you
got
went
sick.
to New York. You
And I
got
got
sick. You got
sick.
COVID or
Yes.
something.
I couldn't meet up either. So
Yeah.
finally, I was thinking about it. I had that little dream the night before we actually met in
Yeah.
January.
Yeah.
And that's when I couldn't believe when you mentioned,
Yeah.
let's do a podcast. That was
But
amazing.
before we go there, where
Let's-
were you? Like, where were
Okay.
you in December? Like, in your life?
Oh.
Like, before you even knew that this was actually, being cooked in our brains.
I'll tell you this. I was thinking a lot about starting like November. I started to get a little nostalgic, thinking about the past, all the years that have gone by, me being in entertainment in the past, how much I missed it. And I kept having that little seed, like, I think I want to go back in it, but how would I? How would I go back into entertainment? And I was thinking about many ways. Maybe I should go back and work for the record label business, maybe manage an artist, do something.
Yeah.
Because I really did miss entertainment.
You missed that, Mindy.
I missed that Mindy, yes, because I felt like I lost a part of me, right? So when I started to think about stuff, I started to meditate on it and just say, bring me something, show me something that I can do, that I could be capable of, something creative.
Yes.
And that's when I had the idea of, oh my goodness, now that Comadrita's going to open her studio and she's going to have like these extra rooms there, maybe, possibly we can do some sort of podcast, something fun.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, I can't wait to see these girls in January so I can present it. And
it.
to my surprise, you won. But yes, I was thinking a lot about coming back in.
What do they call that?
Yeah.
Telepathy? Right?
Yes.
Telepatia.
Yeah,
In a way,
telepatia.
synergy. This just one.
synergy.
I think
I would
synergy.
say
Yes.
synergy.
Right?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
were you, Dee? Literally a year ago in December.
1 year ago in December, it was definitely a big life-changing year because it's the year that I decided like I was done with my marriage. And so going into 2024, I was thinking already in December, like, okay, what are my goals? Like I've never been one to like write them down. So I remember already thinking I want to get back into the business. Same thing.
Wow.
I was in news, broadcast news, TV news. So I was like, I need to get out there again. I need to use my voice, my knowledge and, broadcasting and all that stuff. And so I was like, I want to get back into something that's,
You didn't know
media
what it
related.
was,
Yeah,
but
media
you had
related.
that
I didn't know what it
thought.
was,
Yeah.
but I was like, and I want to work again. I want to be me again. I wanted to, again, this is something that I talked about before, that like, my whole identity was being a wife for so many years. And now I was like, no, I want to be me. So the fact that this happened in January, like it just came, I was like amazing. So yeah. So in December, I was already thinking in my head, like, I want to be me again, in 2024.
Yeah. So interesting listening to you girls, because as you're trying to come back into the game exactly a year ago, the first week of December is when I decided to get out of the game.
That's right.
Like for the second time. The first time I got out of the radio game was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yes.
And so a year ago, I just wasn't feeling it. And you know the story. But literally this week, as we speak, that's why this episode is so special to me. And it touches my heart a lot in meaningful ways, because ¿cómo cambia la vida cuando no sabes lo que viene?
Yes.
How
Absolutely.
life changes without you knowing, with certainty what the next big step is. Because literally when I said no to radio again a year ago this week, I knew that I wanted to do something again, but I didn't know what exactly. But I know I wanted to be different. Like I didn't want radio anymore. I don't want to wake up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do something on my own. And so a year later,
Look at that.
Look at
it's
that.
a reality.
A year.
We've done it.
Literally a year later.
We did it, girls.
We did it. Yes, we did it. We did it.
Not without a lot of sacrifices
Yes,
and a lot of
yes.
tears and a lot
Yes.
of like also just laughs and joy and a lot of work,
Yes.
It's been a lot of work. And I think that's what people don't think about when you think about a podcast, especially we wanted to do it and we wanted to do it well.
Yeah.
And so when you want to do something well, you have to put in the time, the energy. And the one nice thing is because we all did work in entertainment, we all had so much to offer. So we split up tasks and we tried to tackle them, and we really went into brainstorming meetings. I mean, everything from our name to our logo,
Yes.
to
decor.
the decor, to
Yes.
rundowns,
Yes.
to topics.
Yes.
And
Oh my gosh.
the excitement building up, right?
That's
Of
right.
Gosh.
not knowing what's going to happen.
Right.
That was super exciting.
Yes.
And also, one of the biggest surprises for me was how long it took to actually get ready for the podcast. I never anticipated that freaking makeup would be like
Hours.
Well, the actual-
hours of.
Well,
you
we're going to
know,
talk about the
preparing.
challenges right now. I definitely think that the makeup department is definitely one of the challenges.
Yes.
But before we get into the challenges, I think let's pick up on the highs.
On the
You
highs,
know, on
yes.
the highs of finally seeing this podcast come into fruition and pick up so much excitement outside, we know, with our subscribers. But let's talk about those highs. But let's talk about that one highlight for you.
For me, it was having our first celebrity.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had so many special moments, recording this, that, so many special moments. But when we booked that first celebrity, which was Chiquis,
Yes.
I was so incredibly, happy and excited. And it was a pinch me moment right, for all of us, I think.
And you know what was beautiful about that, Coma? That even though we had manifested that we wanted to have celebrities, and guests, we knew that we weren't ready in the first phase of the podcast because we needed to get to know each other as podcasters. Because one thing is to go out to dinner and party together and have coffee together. Another thing is to sit in front of cameras and actually have this dynamic, which is very different. So like getting comfortable with ourselves in this room was very crucial.
But it was also for the listeners,
yes,
right?
for the
so
listeners.
You guys could get to know us as well.
So before bringing on a guest, we're like, let's establish this relationship with our listeners. But the fact that Chiquis came knocking on our door,
that was the biggest surprise.
Biggest gift.
That was the biggest
gift.
gift.
It was because she made it easy for us.
Yes.
Thank you, Chiquis.
Yes,
for
Chiquis.
reaching out, and her team. They were honestly wonderful to work with. As if you haven't seen the episode already, I mean, there's a really beautiful side that I think a lot of people don't get to see of Chiquis because she's working so much, and I think being in the Comadre circle really made her the fifth comadre, and you can see just how hardworking, what a wonderful person she is.
She really is.
And just the light that she has from inside, But it was just so awesome to have her here. So thank you again for joining us as a madrina.
That's really it.
That's
the madrina of our show.
And she still owes us a tequila night. Remember, don't forget, Chiquis. I'm holding you to that.
I love that she became our madrina because we had her officially named our fifth comadre, but she was like, wait, no, I think I'm your madrina.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, Chiquis, siempre vas a ser la madrina, la primera. Y la única, la primera madrina de este podcast, for sure.
I love it. And to this day, it's the highest rated
episode
viewed.
that we have
most
on
viewed.
YouTube.
More than 26,000 views and counting.
And
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So, Chiquis, you need to come back, madrina,
I know.
for 2025 for a part 2. And
Ven, saluda a tus ahijadas.
No nos abandones. Como dijiste, she owes us a tequila.
Yes, she does.
So what has been your favorite moment?
My favorite moment, I think, was our launch party.
Yes.
I think that was just surreal to me. Like, oh my God, it was happening. We had the support of so many friends and colleagues in the business, women that we hadn't seen. We brought together a bunch of women who didn't know each other. We brought some subscribers that came to our party also, having our families there. And it was also all done by us, your sister, Marlene.
I know.
Thank
Shout
you,
out
Marlene.
to Events by Marlene.
Yes.
She's wonderful.
It was a
we all
labor.
came together for that.
This whole thing is a labor of love, like our whole show. But that event was just, it's still like so fresh in my mind, and that feeling and everybody coming together to support us.
You know what was so beautiful
amazing.
about that day too, which is one of my top 5 too? Our daughters being there.
Yes.
All of our daughters being present to see finally like the launch of this project that they've been hearing about for months because they've heard about it and they saw us, away from home, planning, meetings and trying to figure out what does her listener or subscriber look like, like deep dive into if we're going to do this, we're going to do this right.
Yes.
We don't, no queremos sacar un podcast al aventón y a ver qué pasa. No, we're going to do this professionally and right down to the bone. And look thank God we did, right, Janet? Because she had us on check.
Yeah.
I know. I have my check. I'm the clipboard girl. I'm the clipboard.
And we wanted the press there.
We wanted the press
and the
there.
influencers there to support us, to spread the word, and it all turned out so wonderful.
Totalmente.
It really
detail
did. It really did. I think the love was felt. It was shown. And it was shared,
Yes.
I think that was the beautiful part of that day, that everybody was just so excited for us. And obviously we were just glowing, I think with excitement for what was to come. And that was in June.
That was in June. And the feedback
June.
that we got from all the people that did attend, all the ladies, they had such a great time. I think that was the best feedback.
Well, talking about best feedback, I think that one of my favorite moments, highlights of this year is, obviously feedback is great, but when you get it from your friends or colleagues from the industry,
Yes.
es cariñito de que ya nos tienen de toda la vida, right?
Yeah.
Let's be honest about that. But thank you for their support because they have busy lives.
Yes.
They're very busy people. They're all some of them are moms, and they dropped things for us that day to celebrate the launch of this beautiful podcast. But to get the love of the community, I think that
is such a great gift.
Priceless.
Yes.
That is priceless. It doesn't come easy. To gain trust from the community, from women that we've never met physically.
Yes.
So for me, going to this beautiful Latina Fest event by Naive and Belle was amazing because it was the first time we were launching or announcing our book club, one.
That's right.
And the fact that we were, for the first time on a panel as comadritas, talking about what does it feel to be a podcaster? What does it feel to empower and entertain or inform, or just accompany women that feel lonely? So that was powerful to watch us four on a panel and having an audience, like a live audience. Because when we record our podcast, obviously we know you're watching us eventually, but we're by ourselves here in this room.
Yes.
But when you have a live audience, when you have women in front of you that made the effort to get ready in the morning, to drive from far away. We had comadritas drive from Pomona, from Riverside, from Murrieta, and just to meet us, right? And to make a line, to finally be in front of us, hug us, take a picture, and even bring us gifts. So that connection.
I mean, what a feeling, right?
What a feeling.
I cannot. That was surreal.
That is priceless.
That was so
it's
priceless.
a pinch me moment. It's like, God, we're doing something right. We are connecting. We are serving. We are empowering. We're uplifting. And then when they share us their personal pain or joys, the fact that they can confide. So connecting and confiding from a community, to me, this year, with this beautiful platform, has been my best gift and highlight, because in radio, in my previous year, that's what I was missing.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was missing, which is something that I love. I love being out there.
Yeah.
Me encanta la parranda, me encanta andar con la gente. I just love being out there. A year ago, I wasn't getting that where I was. And the podcast brought that to us.
Yes.
So I will not exchange this for anything in the world.
I agree.
Because that is definitely for me the biggest
big
joy
highlight.
and the biggest highlight.
Don't get emotional. You said no
said
tears.
today
You said no tears.
No tears
today.
We cried too much last week.
I know. Yes.
Yeah,
you
no more
touched
tears.
on two of my highlights, I think. For me, obviously the book club was a big deal. And it maybe even the last month didn't roll out exactly. It's just been so busy. So we are going to come back bigger and stronger in 2025. And I loved getting to talk to Tita Ramirez, and then exploring all the books. And I've been reading so many books for 2025. So that's been a big highlight of mine, to launch that, because I love books so much.
Yes.
¿Quién iba a decir que este podcast was going to give you that?
I know.
Right?
I know.
And you almost said no to this. How dare you?
Almost. And the second part is actually pigtailing on what you just said, which is, I think the biggest joy and surprise of the podcast, and I think I've mentioned it before, is just how our words and how our stories have resonated with so many people that are listening. And the messages that we have received truly means so much, at least to me and to us. I can probably speak for you guys. Just to know that there are women who felt like they were going through whatever we were talking about by themselves. And some of the messages have been just so heartfelt, and we try to get back to absolutely everybody, but we just appreciate your words so much, because it's just a reminder that being vulnerable up here, because we have been on many occasions, is worth it. And it means something. And our voices, I talk about this. There aren't very many of us out there, and we need to have more Latina voices out there. And for us to be so vulnerable and to share what we're going through as first-generation Latinas growing up in Los Angeles, with all of our experiences and all of our education and everything that we've gone through, is, to me, the greatest gift and the greatest joy, not only to me, but for other people as well.
No, and I love that you say that, Janet, because I think a lot of our women feel that their words or their story doesn't matter. And I'm telling you right now, you are wrong. Your story, your experience, your words matter. And guess what? You have a voice. I mean, we all have a voice. We just have to tap into it, knock right here, and spit it out and spill out your heart and share and we love it when you share your testimonials about, a health scare or about situation with marriage or divorce or anything. We love when you open your heart.
Yes.
And share it on our YouTube channel for everybody else to see, because you know that another comadrita is probably feeling the same thing you are. And it's so important for that comadrita to know that she's not alone.
That's right.
And
She's
that's why
not
we're
alone.
here, to tell you that you and you and you and you and you and you, we're not alone.
And that's
We're
what makes it so
together.
wonderful that all of us are in our different journeys also.
Yes.
Right.
The divorce journey, you guys are happily married. We all have, kids at home, different ages. This is
Happily
wonderful.
married.
Yes.
But not a
Yes.
perfect marriage.
Exactly.
We're
being real about it.
We're being real because
it's a challenge.
We've been very honest about that. A happy marriage or a healthy marriage does not necessarily mean that it's a perfect marriage.
There's
Correct.
no such thing.
There's no such thing. I'm almost every day I butt heads with my husband. But does that mean that I hate him? Of course not. Does that mean that I
No.
want to
Love
divorce him?
him.
Of course
Yes.
not. That's just marriage. Marriage ain't easy. It is not easy.
And even friendships. I mean,
Yes.
we all love each other and we've had our moments where, she's always late or Diana doesn't do this or Diana talks too much or whatever, we all, but it's, but it doesn't
Mindy
mean
talks a lot of
I know,
shit.
Santa Cholita. But no, but it doesn't mean we don't love each other. So I agree. Like, I just love that. I love the comments too. That is my favorite. Every day when we post our show, I love to look at the comments.
Yes.
I forget to look at the views. I love to look at the comments
But
of
you
what
know
people
why
are
you like
saying.
the comments? Because you're placing value on their words.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's really why.
They
It's
speak
not
to
like,
our hearts.
It's not like, hey, let's see what they talk about me.
Yeah.
It's not even like that. It's not
No.
about, let's see if they like me. It's about,
No.
let me see what they're feeling.
Yes.
Let me see if I touch them. Let me see if
100%.
I'm helping them. So that's the value
That's
of
what
their
I
words.
love. I
It's
love
that connection.
To see,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that whole
I love
thing where
that.
you're saying like where somebody comments, "Oh, I didn't know that this could happen to me also," or this happened to me also, or I know somebody, or I love hearing. That is like my favorite comments all the time where they say, "Oh, I connect with you guys so much. You've changed my life." And I'm like, "Wow, I'm flattered. I can't believe that."
Exactly.
Me? Little old me?
Touching
Cholita?
on that, how we love reading comments. Let's talk about the lows, the challenges. One of the comments that we got this year, which I think has been a challenge, is how do we fulfill the joy of listeners or subscribers that do not want to hear us speak English? To me, that was a challenge. Still till this day, I still get those comments. Still this week, Argelia, I just, en español, vi que sacaste un episodio con productos, the favorite products episode. No seas mala onda.
Yeah.
Dinos en español, ¿cuáles son los productos? What are those products in Spanish?
Yeah.
You have to do another one in Spanish. And it's like, to me, that's been like one of the biggest challenges. How do I fulfill the audience that doesn't like the fact that we have been delivering this in English? So we're tweaking and turning wheels for next year to see how we can fulfill that.
Yeah.
But for me, that has been a challenge,
Yeah.
because all my life I've been talking in Spanish to my
Right.
audience. But I love picking up this challenge. I feel like
Right.
it pushed me to it was very uncomfortable in the beginning because I wasn't used to it. Of course, I
Right.
talk English with you girls and my
Yes.
family, but not like in front
Not
of
a show.
cameras.
Yes.
So for me, that was a challenge that I was happy to take on. And I'm so happy that I said, this is going in English. Well, Spanglish.
And
Yes.
it's also very genuine to how we speak to each other. When we
Yes,
are
yes.
together, the way we speak here is the way we speak to each other when we are, having a
Exactly.
drink together.
Yes.
And so we do go into Spanish, we go into English, and
Spanglish.
this is just, and this is the way we speak. And that's why we thought to get the most realness out of us, we have to be real. And it has to be in English. But yeah, it is a challenge. It's a challenge to be on camera and it's
Yeah.
a challenge to get everything out. So
Yes.
that you're speaking about challenges, it's a challenge to be vulnerable. It was a challenge to get this podcast as polished as we could get it, and all the hard work behind the scenes were no joke, It took us, we were going to launch in March. Do you remember that?
We were supposed to
May.
launch in March.
No,
Then
first
May.
March,
Yeah, first
April,
March, yes.
then May. And the reason why is
We
because,
wanted March because it was Women's Day.
There we
Yes.
go.
And then we're like, we're not going to make it.
and then what happened? We get to those dates.
Got mis
and-
quinceañera. Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
I was too busy.
Yes.
No, but I mean, we had so much more to build.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make sure that we had a great foundation
Yes.
so that when we did launch, we were proud of what we were going to air. And that took us all the way through June. And even then, in June, we were like, we still could have had, just like everything, right? I could have done an extra few hours, a few days, but we did it. And I have been so, so proud of all of our time, dedication, and the fact that we make it our priority. And we have made it our priority to just produce the best podcasts we can.
Yes.
That to me has just been a really big highlight. And it's been honestly an honor of mine to work with you guys, because it's been one of the most collaborative projects I've ever worked on. And that has brought me so much joy. And I think that's what I share with people. They're like, how's the podcast going? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just so happy.
Yes.
That's what I'm enjoying ourselves. We're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, everything you hear is 100% true spirit.
Yes.
True joy, true happiness.
Authentic.
Yeah. I think one of the lows, and we can talk about that, is our schedules.
Yes.
We don't
Very
just on the
challenging.
fly, ahora de qué hablamos? Like, no, we sit down.
Yeah.
We talk about topics. Sometimes we're not on the same page.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily a low. It's just like, how do we meet in the middle?
Right.
Do you want to talk
Right.
about that low, maybe?
About the low, about like getting on the
Just
same
the
page.
schedules,
Yeah.
because we're all
The
moms. We're all
schedules,
busy.
yeah, like the late night meetings where we're like at 8:00
tired.
Zoom, and it's like, oh my gosh, 8
Cooking
o'clock.
dinner.
Okay, yeah, no, that's when I'm putting my little one to sleep between 8 and 9, and it's like we've had Zooms that end at like 10, and I'm like,
11
girls, I gotta
once.
go. Yeah,
11
I'm like,
once.
girls, I gotta go. My little one will literally wait up for me, and or serving dinner. I mean, you sometimes are like, girls, I'm sorry, I'm 15 minutes late because I'm making dinner for the family.
I remember
and,
once we were in a Zoom meeting and I was cooking.
Yes,
I was running between the
Yeah.
oven and the
Yeah.
computer. I was putting potatoes and
Yeah.
sometimes there is no
Sometimes
time.
that's
or you
how it
have to
is.
switch from your computer to your phone because you're
right.
getting in the car to
Yes.
go
Car to
pick
go
up your
pick
daughter
up.
at volleyball practice, and you're coming back from Costco and unloading the car while we're doing a Zoom.
How many meetings
So,
did you
yes.
take
It's
in
so
the
real.
dark?
Yes.
Janet
gosh.
took so
Yes.
meetings
I
in the dark in the car.
I know,
Yes.
because I volleyball practice,
Yeah.
soccer practice,
Yeah.
and so you're just in the car,
Yeah.
driving from one place to another. But this is what I'm talking about.
this is
It's
real.
like real
yeah.
life, yet we made time for this project. And the fact that all four of us, because, one schedule is hard enough, but four.
Yeah.
Four schedules, and I have a full-time
That's
job.
it.
I have
Full-time
I
job.
have like
Yeah.
2 jobs
Yes.
plus another one. I
And-
mean, I am working, but we made it happen.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't even know how the hell
Yeah.
I pulled it off.
Yeah.
Like, forget about the 4 of us, but me, how the hell did I pull this off and make it happen? But we did.
did.
We did because we wanted it.
Yes.
We
Yes.
wanted it
Yes.
so bad.
Yes.
And we are having so many dreams about growing this and
Yeah.
making it
Oh
even
my gosh.
better, right?
Totalmente.
2024.
And I'm happy that we bring this
Yes.
up because a lot of people think making a podcast is easy.
No.
It is
It's a
not
lot
easy.
of work.
It's a lot of work. The ones that are too easy, I'm going to say it,
Yeah.
have failed and they're no longer active. And we're
Yeah.
not it's not that we're making this up. How many podcasts have quit after one season? Or even don't even make it to the entire season and they're like cut it in half because it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
But you know what? Like you said, the reason why we share this is because it entails so much energy and effort that you need to know that. You need to know that for us to decorate this room today.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, by the way, this is the first time I bring out my decor.
This is it. This is
I haven't even decorated my house yet.
Official.
But it was so cute today, last night and this morning,
Yeah.
bringing out some decorations and dressing up like this because it's the excitement that brings us together. And this is my first holiday reunion.
Oh my
and it's with
goodness.
you
This
girls.
is officially our first
Holiday.
holiday Christmas
Yes.
Eve reunion,
Yes.
the 4 of us. This is
That's
amazing.
true.
Christmas.
I love
friends.
it. I love that.
Friends Christmas.
I love
This is our
it.
kickoff, our
Yeah,
official
it
like,
is.
kickoff,
That's
right?
right.
These are kickoff.
That's right.
And we're
I
doing
love
it
it.
together. How
I love
amazing
it.
is
I
that?
love that.
I have a question for you
wonderful.
girls.
All right.
So, which one was your favorite episode? Now, we are 26 episodes in.
26 episodes in.
Oh, wow.
26 episodes in.
Actually,
And
wait, I'm going to
salute
correct
to
you.
that.
I'm going
Oh
to
my
correct you on
gosh.
that one.
What is it?
This is the 27th episode, my dear.
What?
So there you go.
Yeah. This is the 27th episode. I honestly
Really?
thought that our first season would be 15 at the
That's
most.
right.
Yeah.
But we just kept going
So
and
let's
going
pause to that.
and going.
And salud to
Yes.
27 episodes.
27
How about
Cheers to
that?
that.
Salud.
Cheers to that.
Salud.
Gracias.
Salud.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That is
that's
amazing,
amazing.
guys.
27 episodes in, girls, without a pause.
No pause.
There were 2 instances where we didn't have or delivered an episode, but we showed up for you.
Yes, we
We
did.
made a live. We
Right.
made lives. We wanted to be here for our comadritas, and we
That's
wanted to
right.
be here for each other and just keep on going, kind of like the Energizer rabbit, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you keep on going.
Totally.
If it's not broken, you know, you keep going, you keep going,
Yes.
you keep going. And so here we are, 27 episodes.
So which one was
amazing.
your favorite?
Oh, God.
We have a lot to choose from,
God,
right?
I've had so many.
Yeah.
Right? And I talked about like the excitement about having cheekies. But aside of that, one of my favorite subjects, and I remember it was a little challenging at the beginning because I remember Janet was like, no, I don't think we should talk about
I know which one
menopause."
you're talking about.
Right? Menopause for me was just so important to talk about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And I remember I kind of had to convince Janet, like, no, we really need to. And then Diana
know,
backed
it's
me up
true.
100%.
Yes.
And Comadrita, like, no, we need to talk
I
about
was like, you know
this.
what? I think I'm going to.
Exactly.
This year I discovered that perimenopause is a thing, which
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Right.
So when you brought up the topic, I was like, yes, I need to get educated. And if I'm going to advocate for others, I need to
Yeah.
start advocating for myself
Yes.
and have this conversation with my doctor, but I don't
Yeah.
know how to bring it up.
Totally.
Right.
And so that was amazing that
I'm
we
glad I
touched that
pushed
topic.
it. I'm glad I was
I'm
thinking
so
about it.
glad that you
Yes.
did because
Yes.
I was like, I'm not experiencing anything. I don't think there's going to be a lot of like women
People
that are going to
be
resonate
interested
with
in that.
Yeah.
No, I don't know, guys.
Yes.
Let's just put
She
it in another
totally was.
category.
I can vouch for that. She
Right?
totally was.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay,
I don't know.
So then,
Yeah.
fast forward,
Oh my gosh.
the episode started. Obviously, I'm 43 years old, and I
Yeah.
had not really had a conversation about menopause
Or even
before,
thought about it,
or
right?
perimenopause. I've never thought about it, and I was like, "There's no way I'm not having hot flashes." Like,
You
like,
lucky bitch.
That's the thing.
I didn't even have to think about it.
Well, no, but I'm saying like then we did the symptom tracker, and then I was like, my hips,
Yeah.
my
Joints,
hair,
yeah.
like you know.
See, we learned so much
learned
because
so
so many of
much.
us grew up thinking that menopause was equal to just hot flashes and that's it.
Well, yeah, that's
we
exactly
knew
it.
nothing.
That's
we
the
knew
thing.
nothing before
We were in the dark.
or in the middle or after besides
And
hot
I think that's
flashes.
what
Yeah.
the episode did for me.
Yes.
And I think
Yes.
for maybe a lot of people watching that hadn't thought about menopause. And because of that episode,
Yes.
I now like want for 2025 to become almost like an expert because
Yes.
I want to take control for what's going to happen to me. I want to
Exactly.
know. I want to become an expert in my
Yes.
own experience that's about to come.
And you could
Yeah.
So we'll share
represent.
that.
And you could represent. Think of the influence you can have as a young 40-year-old,
Yeah.
right? You're
Yes.
43. I'm already 55, so I could also influence the younger people that are at that age or even, 30s. Be prepared. We want all our
Absolutely.
comadritas, all the women
Yes.
out there to be prepared to
Heck
not
yeah.
suffer.
We're
Yeah.
talking
There's,
about that.
there's no reason to suffer.
Thanks to that
Right?
episode, I will
25.
reveal 2 things.
Oh.
For the first time, I talked to my mom about menopause, which never did I even ask her. Like,
Yeah.
and because of that
Interesting.
episode, I was like, let me sit down and talk to my mom. And oh my God, the stories. And I was like,
Really?
Mama, pobrecita.
yeah.
So I learned a lot about that. And then my sisters also want to have that conversation amongst us. And the second thing that I want to share, thanks to this episode, is that I did
Yes.
my research with HRT
Mm-hmm.
and my doctor, and I'm on it.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
God, that's great.
I would show you the
Amazing.
patch, but it's back here.
Yeah. I got my patch on too.
I got my
gosh.
patch right here, and I
The
after
estradiol patch.
2
And
months.
And how do you feel?
After 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
Omar is happier.
Oh,
And the girls have seen like more like a patient mom now.
More chongos?
No wonder, ya ves?
Chonguitos.
No
Okay.
wonder she just came in to like, make it perfect it, but it was
Menos-
already up. It was already up.
Menos regaños. I think I'm being
No wonder she was late this morning.
no, girl, no, nada. I was late for other reasons. I was late preparing these cookies right here. That's why. No, I've noticed a difference in mood swings, and that's really what was
Yes.
bothering me.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
why was I going from one extreme to another and being so snappy with the girls
Yes,
at Comadre and
yes.
at work? Maybe even David got some of that. Our producer, I'm sorry. I was being very emotionally all over the place, and I was
Yeah.
crying a lot for dumb things.
Yeah.
So
Very
with the,
emotional.
I've been on the patch for 2 months already, and I have seen the difference. I'm not saying go do it. Everybody needs to do their own research, have their own
Right.
conversation with their doctor, change doctors if you have to, like you know.
Yes.
And that's thanks to this episode.
I'm so happy that I pushed it.
Yes,
That's all I
Good
gotta
job,
say. I'm
Mindy.
so
That's
I mean, I'm
awesome.
excited for, I
Yes.
was excited for that
It's
episode
going
too, though.
to help
Yes.
so many
Yes.
comadritas out
Absolutely.
there, so many friends of ours. And I'm excited to also say that we're going to do more deep dives on.
Oh,
on
yes.
That,
That
on
is.
We
menopause.
just touched the peak of
Oh,
the
yeah.
iceberg.
Oh, yes.
We
Because
wanna have
next year
experts.
we have
Yeah.
we're going to talk about 2025, but we're going to go deeper into
Oh,
yeah.
that topic.
All right,
We are.
Di, what was
Yeah.
your favorite episode?
God, so many episodes. God, I just
a
could
hard
think
one.
of
That is a
yeah. It
hard
really,
one.
honestly,
It's
like I
hard.
was like, I think I need to go back and look
That's
them
a
up.
tough one, Janet.
I know.
No, it is.
I know, but they are.
I
There's
would
some good ones.
I would say our first episode was my favorite because
Oh,
going back to
yes.
we did it. Here we are. You know, getting to know each other. They've all been great because every time we tape an episode, I leave knowing something new about everybody here, like just a little something. But all the laughter, even the tears, all the love, all the support that we've given each other, and also having guests on, and it's been great.
So there's not one.
honestly,
The first one is your fave.
I would say the first
Okay.
one is my favorite.
It is special.
Yeah,
It's
it is
meaningful.
special.
It is meaningful in so many different
I
ways.
was so nervous on
Yeah.
that first episode.
Oh my goodness.
I was
shaking.
sweating. I was like, oh shit.
Yes, yes.
I hope
Here
this
we
goes
go.
well.
Yes.
Because one thing's to have fun with your girlfriends. Another thing is to actually
yeah.
do a project with your
Right.
girlfriends and see where
Yeah.
it goes, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
was
with
I
you.
was so nervous that day.
Yes.
I was trying to be cool. Like,
Yeah.
no, I got
Yeah.
this, I got this.
Y ahora
But I'm
como
like,
empiezan al
oh
agua,
my
mira.
God.
I know.
Yes.
And you know, it was funny. I wasn't really paying attention to what everyone was saying because I was so worried about remembering like what to talk about and what am I going to say, right?
Yeah.
And then slowly but surely, I just eased into it. I felt so comfortable.
That's good.
Just hanging out with you.
We were also drinking.
Wonderful. Yeah, we were also drinking. That helped a little bit.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah.
my favorite part.
It loosened us up for
Salud con el
sure.
vinito,
Yes.
the champagne,
Yeah.
and we've even had tequila. We've kind of had it all. you know?
We have
And-
celebrated.
Yeah. What's
Yes.
your
It's a
favorite
lot of
episode?
celebrations. You know, I'm like thinking about all of them, but a lot of my favorite ones was reflections. Like I think the midlife, I think I forgot what it was called. I don't know what episode it was.
Yes.
But when we reflected on just where we were to where we are and just kind of starting our second act.
Sweet.
Because for us,
That's
you know,
right.
we shared that on that episode. I think that was beautiful. I just thought that, you know, really reflecting on that side of us that we don't really get to tap into, right? They're ideas and ideas that are floating around, that memories and feelings, but you don't really get to say them. And so to put words to
Yes.
those feelings, I thought was really special. So I really liked that episode.
Yeah.
that
I
episode has
remember.
been also a hot episode.
Yes.
for
Yeah.
us.
Definitely.
Very
A lot-
highly viewed.
It
And
Yeah.
resonated.
people really, really resonated.
It was a
with
very
that.
emotive
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
we've
I
had
love that.
very deep, right, conversations
Yes.
in these
Yes.
episodes, like the ones that you just mentioned, which are truly, truly special and they stand out. But I gotta say, my favorite ones have been the ones where we've laughed the hardest.
Yes.
So when we got to go for the first time on a red carpet or blue carpet for the
Oh my
Netflix
God,
movie,
that's right. That's right.
the experience was so much fun.
Oh,
Parecíamos
yes.
niñas
Loved it.
chiquitas.
It's
Yes.
so true.
So shooting that episode, reacting to the experience of just feeling like, oh my gosh, the Comadres Unfiltered
Yes.
podcasters are in the building.
Yeah.
They have been invited and they're walking the catwalk, you know,
The
like
carpet.
they're strutting their
Yeah.
stuff. And so shooting that episode was so much fun. Like also because
it
we
was.
had only slept like 3-4 hours.
Yes.
That's
So
right.
we kind of were a little bit
Oh, yes.
hungover.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Estábamos bien cansadas, but we were
Sí.
so happy. But I gotta say, my favorite was La vida es una tómbola, tómbola.
that
La vida es una tómbola, tómbola.
That was fun.
Because that episode was about getting to know each other by pulling out little
That's right.
questions that we didn't know what were
Right.
gonna pop up in the little container.
Uh-huh.
So it was just so much fun to
That
be
was
silly, to laugh. You guys making fun of me because that's when I pulled out my
Yes.
scrapbook.
Yes.
You know, and then la patita de thumper.
Oh my God.
Like we laugh. I mean, if
Yes,
you haven't
Scrapbook nerd.
you,
Nerd.
comadrita,
Thumper.
thumper, la patita, la patita, la
La
patita.
patita.
I don't think I've laughed so. I think that was the first time I was laughing so hard
Oh, we were
in
laughing
the
so
episode.
much.
That's why it became so like just
love
extra
that.
special.
Yeah.
You know, laughter is contagious.
Yeah.
So when we can make our subscribers, you know, laugh with us, not at us, but hopefully with us, to me, that's gold. That's
Yeah.
gold because
That
we're,
was fun.
you know, we're providing some sort of entertainment and it's not on purpose. This is just
It was very
girls
natural.
being girls,
Yes.
you know, with
Yes.
each other.
Yes.
So that's definitely one of my faves.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would
I
agree.
love
That was
that.
That
so
was
wonderful.
a fun episode.
There's been so many.
There's
See,
right?
now we're
Good
gonna start
ones.
reflecting. Now
So
we're gonna
many.
Now we got to move on to
Yes.
2025.
So 2025 is going to be a beautiful, I'm calling it all out, new year.
Yes.
Yes.
A badass new year with new vibes, new us in the sense that we come with more wisdom and more experience as
Yes.
podcasters and with bigger dreams, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're going to dream big.
Yeah.
for
Bigger production,
2025.
right?
Yes.
Se vale. Se vale.
vale.
We already did the foundation, girls.
Right.
Yeah.
We
built the foundation.
We built it.
Oh yeah.
Now we're
It is-
building the floors.
It's stable already.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
stable. We got subscribers. We got a producer. We got, you know, we got the lights
set.
with the set. We got the girls. We have everything now.
It can only get better.
Yes.
There's only one way to improve is going up.
Yes.
right.
So we want to share with our comadritas, what are those goals? What are those resolutions? Those dreams for 2025 for Comadres Unfiltered podcast?
That's right.
Are we going to,
Wow.
I don't know, maybe someone's going to hire us in Hollywood to go on a TV show. I don't know. Se vale, se vale, se vale.
Dream it up. Dream
So-
it up.
So do we want to? We're gonna toss the baton to La Coma Mindy because she has a
Yeah.
brilliant tradition
Yes.
that you do every year, right,
I love,
comadrita?
I love my tradition. I started this. I want to say about 7 or 8 years ago,
Okay.
and I think it's a very beautiful and easy tradition. Anyone can do it, and I really want the comadritas to take a look at this and take some notes because this is easy. All you need is a mason jar,
Okay.
and you fill it up with rice. There you go. A little bit of rice, and then you just label it. I put 2024 because this is the year that we're placing our wishes and goals and dreams into
Okay.
this mason jar.
For 2025.
And I labeled it Comadres Unfiltered for us because these are our podcasts, Comadres Unfiltered, wishes and goals, right?
Yeah.
For
2025.
2025.
I love it.
Yes.
So usually what I do is I place all my wishes at the end of the year, and I usually do it around Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And then I open it. You can either open it for Thanksgiving,
A year
the
later.
a year later, or you can open it the new year.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, like January 1st.
Yeah.
In the morning, you open it, you sit around, you have breakfast, and you open this. And it's you can make a jar for each person in your family
I like that.
or as a family, right?
Okay.
But this is for us, and I'm really excited because, you know, all of us put our goals and dreams together. And we have all of our little scrolls or little pieces of paper that we wrote in this cute little mailbox. When you're writing your goals and your dreams, you want to really visualize it.
Yeah.
Don't just write it. Like, I want this. No, really think about it. Pretend you're there. It's happening already. Really put a lot of really good energy into it so you can manifest it.
So it has
Really
to come from
important
the
to do
heart.
that.
It has
It really
to come
does.
From the
It
heart.
has to have a meaning, and it has to be a strong, feeling that you have and that you wish.
Okay.
All right.
And then you put it on paper. You know, you write it down, and then you fold it up. And
Well,
what
you
we're going to do
started.
now
You
is
started.
we're going
Mason
to
jar.
fish.
Let's do it.
Okay, you
Let's start with this one
Let's start
here,
with this
and I'm going to just pass it on over here.
So let's take
Let's see here.
turns.
We're
Let's
gonna
go
take
with Mindy
turns.
first.
Okay. And it says book club meet and greets at bookstores with authors once a quarter.
I wonder who
I
wrote
wonder
that
who wrote that
one.
one.
I wonder.
I do. I want to see. I want to see our comadritas. I want us to
Yes.
chat in person. I really want that to grow. For sure.
that.
I love
2025.
that.
Yay.
And so the idea with that is hopefully, right, to collaborate with bookstores in
Yes.
our
Yes.
community.
Correct.
So it's a win-win because we would love to meet our comadritas that love to read books.
Yes.
And I really love the book club idea because it does force me to really push me, más bien,
Yes.
to read a book. And next year, I really want to be better at that. But meeting comadritas and supporting small bookstores where we can actually have these gatherings.
Bookstores
Yeah,
or
so
coffee
special.
shops,
It's a win-win.
you know, something
Yes.
something
Coffee
along
shops.
those lines. You know,
So
we
there
are
it is.
comadres
And we
libros
get
and
we get
lattes.
to hang out with our
Yes,
our
just
That's
hang
what I
out
love
in
the
the
most.
afternoon,
which we
I love it.
absolutely love.
Yes.
Bookstores
Yes.
and coffee shops.
shops.
Watching us. If you
Yes.
want to be
DM
part of the
us.
book club meet and greets,
Yes.
please get in contact with
Get
us
in
through
contact.
Instagram
Yes.
or our website pretty soon.
That's right.
We want to be part of what you're doing.
Yeah.
So then we fold up our little wish and goal,
Uh-huh.
just like this, little square, and then we put it into the rice.
Oh.
We're going to mix it up later, but we just
Let
put
it
it
sink
right
in.
in there. Let it
All
sink
right.
in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, next.
All
All right,
yes.
all right. Here's the next one. Strengthen our brand through exposure and be more present at empowerment opportunities, community, and entertainment events like We All Grow Latina Summit, Poderistas, red carpet premieres with major studios, etc.
Yay!
I like that one.
I love it.
I like that
I love
one.
it.
Like
All
I
right.
said, being in the community is amazing, right?
Yes.
It gives us a chance to meet our comadritas. Having these, there's so many powerful events in LA. We're in
Yes.
LA. And being part of We All Grow Latina, I know, Anna, if you're watching, Poderistas, Eva Longoria, Marica Ferreira watching, you know? I mean, we want to be part of those events and support. And obviously, I already said, red carpets, hello, they're so much fun.
Yes.
So
I
we
know.
can be at red carpets.
Yes.
It is
More
really
red
more
carpets.
like...
Latin Grammys, billboards, anyone.
Sí, y
We
no
could
sé
also be presenters.
Ándale, es no que queremos andar de argüenderas. Or
O a
maybe.
lo mejor.
But
Llevarse las servietas.
it's just to strengthen the brand.
Yeah.
Comadres
exactly.
Unfiltered
right.
are here.
And
Yeah.
you know, and you mentioned, you know, the Poderistas and the We All Grow Latina and the many Latina publications that are out there. It's about Latina supporting Latinas,
That's it.
especially
Yes.
because, like I
That's
mentioned earlier, you know, our voices are important
Sí.
because they resonate with so many of the women that are out there, whether they're Latina or not Latina. You know, our
Yes.
voices are resonating.
Yes.
But
Women in general.
we need support.
Yes.
We need
Yeah.
our Latinas to support.
Yes.
All right. So here's the next one. Reach 10K subscribers on YouTube and grow our social media platforms.
Yes.
You
And-
can help with that.
That's right. I was
That's
going to
right.
say. And for that, we need your help. We
Yes.
need you guys. I know that we get the views, but we don't have the subscribers. So we
Yeah.
need you guys to share with your comadres, to share with your girlfriends, and make them subscribe.
I
that
love
helps
that.
us a lot.
I'm going to
Yes.
give you a stat that's going to blow you away.
Oh,
So
please.
last month, I went on the stats of YouTube and we had 27K views, I think, total, I was see. And I'm like, okay, why don't I see those 27K subscribers, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, hopefully, reaching 10K is our minimum, by the way. We're going for 10K plus.
Yes.
But in the YouTube world, just so that you know, reaching 10K views, our subscribers is a big deal.
yes.
It puts us in another bracket, and it
Yes.
just I don't know. It's just
That's our
it's a
first
milestone.
little milestone.
That's our,
Yeah.
So
that's our goal.
If we can reach
Yeah.
that milestone for 2025, 10K subscribers, we're gonna love you
Yes.
more.
Let's do it this month.
Let's
Yes.
do it by the end of the year.
Yeah,
Yes,
All
so
right.
share the podcast channel,
Yes.
share, like
YouTube.
it. You know, mándalo por ahí.
And
All right.
also, you
Everywhere.
know what? The more subscribers we have, the better guests we can have on our
Yes.
show.
That's right.
So that's a big deal to us.
Yes. Have 1 to 2 top menopause experts on our show.
Yes.
You know what? I love this one because not just menopause experts, just experts. We want to
In
have
general.
more experts on our second season, if that's what we want to call it, for 2025. You know, we definitely have the space to fit in more people.
Yes.
And if we can have, you know, health experts, obviously, you know, that know about the craft, fitness experts, just
Yes.
experts in
Experts,
general.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that can become like a staple to our podcast, like regular guests.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Yes.
So I know that a lot of comadres want to learn more. So we share our experiences, but we're not the pros.
Right.
So yes, I agree. We're
Yes.
definitely going for experts.
Yes.
in 2025.
Yes.
expert guess.
I love it.
All right. Well, here's the one I fished out of there. Have a big Comadres Unfiltered anniversary party and invite all of our listeners to attend.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
I like
yes.
that.
And that'll be right around June. So we gotta figure that out.
Next
That'll be
summer.
1 year.
That would be wonderful.
Maybe in Cabo. Just
Oh.
kidding.
Okay, the Guadalupe. We've been
destination.
talking about that. That would be a lot of
yes.
fun.
That would
Oh
be
my
You know what?
gosh.
I've been seeing a lot of those experiences with
Yes.
other organizations that,
Yes.
that do that. And women are able and want to support in that way because it's not free.
Yeah.
Right.
So women just want to get out.
They
Yes.
wanna
And
get
if they want to
out.
get out and hang out with us and we can plan something fun.
We would have fun.
Oh my gosh,
much
We
yes.
would have some
So much
good
fun.
time.
Yes.
Mindy
Yeah.
would bring her
Yeah.
little speaker and her lights.
la
Oh my
luz.
goodness! You know it's gonna be a party.
It's
Yes.
gonna
Party
be
in a bag.
party,
Remember
no matter
that?
what.
Party in the bag.
Love it.
All right. Here's another one. get nominated for a People's Choice Podcast Award or iHeartRadio Podcast Award.
Hey,
What a dream.
I love it.
Yes.
I love
What
it.
a dream
Yes.
that would
Salute
be.
to that. That
yes,
would be
let's
awesome.
manifest it.
Yes, yes.
D, I like
All
that
right,
one
here's
a
the
lot.
next one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There are so many podcasts out there. They're all great. But yes, if we can get that nomination in.
I know.
That'd be
This is
awesome.
something.
Ooh.
Have an online merch store with Comadre products.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
our
We've been
cute little
working on that.
tacita, like our
We've
cute
been
little
working
tacita.
on that.
I love
and
this.
2025 should absolutely bring
I
this.
love that.
Totalmente
Yeah, I'm excited
sudaderas.
about that.
Maybe next year when we're doing this, we'll be wearing our Comadres Unfiltered PJs.
I know, and then we want to get these.
More
Look at these. Look at our
mugs.
I know.
mugs. And then we have our
There we
comadres in the
are.
back.
That's awesome.
This is some of the merch that we're working on for
Yes,
you girls.
right.
bags. ¿Qué más? Tantas cositas que queremos.
tantas
¿No? Our own
cositas.
lipstick color, maybe.
Ooh,
There's so many ideas for merch. Oh my gosh.
My goodness, we have so much.
Okay, so here we go. Another resolution, another goal for 2025. Oh, this one is
Let's hear
so important.
Okay.
This one needs to happen.
Okay.
It needs to happen in order for us to keep growing, right? And deliver more surprises. Lock in 3 to 4 major sponsors.
Yes. Yes.
We need the money.
I know.
We need the money. Obviously, this is not cheap. Producing a podcast is not free.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, it is if they do it in their house, with the mic. It's so easy nowadays. But when you have a production like this one where it's no es por nada, profesional, bonito,
Yes.
chulo.
Yes.
I mean, someone's got to pay the bills,
Yes.
We got to pay the light, we got to pay the producer, we got to pay.
We gotta
don't
pay our
ourselves,
makeup
by the
artist.
way. We got to pay our
Cameras.
makeup artist.
Yes.
We got to pay.
Our wardrobe.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Because we don't have a salary. And this is not for us to get a salary. It's
No.
just to sustain the podcast and to deliver experiences.
And we've already been getting some bites and some
Yes.
calls and
Yes.
some emails. So I have a feeling 2025 is going to be good to us when it comes to this. So we already have a couple things
Yes,
brewing, but we
yes.
want bigger and better. So if you guys are connected to, a product or a business, come our way for
Yes.
2025.
Well, can I share one that's in the can already? I have news.
Oh, you have news.
can.
This
share that.
This one is in the
exciting.
can, and I want to thank them personally and on behalf of the
Yes,
team.
I can't
But
wait
our
to
very
hear this.
first endorsement that's already locked in for 2025 is Tetadín.
Yay!
Tadín family. We're part of the Tadín family in
I love it.
2025.
In 2025, we're going to
So
be spilling
excited.
the tea
Oh,
with that.
yes.
Right. I love it.
Pues por ahí va la cosa,
I'm
spilling the
excited.
tea with
Love it.
Tetadín. So thank you, Tadín, por
Thank
confiar en
you.
nosotros. We are so
Thank you,
excited to
thank
do
you.
exciting things with Tadín family. Woo,
Love
there.
it.
I
Love
spilled the
it.
tea. Sorry.
Now you spilled the tea.
No, it's a good tea to spill.
It is, it is.
And,
It's a
and
great-
more to come.
Ooh,
For sure.
Okay, so I pulled out this really interesting one, and it reads, "Have top celebrities on our show." And yes, that would be exciting.
Yes.
We want to get some amazing guests
Yes.
for 2025. We have our wish list going and we'll be reaching out. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. That list has been in the works for quite some months. But the fact that we were like polishing our craft.
That's
but
right.
we are so ready for
We're so ready.
those A-listers.
That's right.
Yes.
We are ready.
We are ready, girlfriend.
Ready and excited.
All right. We're down to the last two.
Ooh, okay.
Have a Comadres Destination Wellness event.
Love it.
Yes.
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 I love that.
We can do meditation with
love
Mindy,
it.
fitness
Yes,
stuff with you, mi
fitness.
querida Daddy, and then with
Yes.
me and drinking
with
wine.
us.
Yeah. Well, wellness and alcohol.
Totalmente.
Maybe.
Those
you know what?
getaways.
I'll bring in some menopause information right before we drink.
Exactly.
All right. So this is our last one.
The last one.
Okay. And I think we all need to just work on, we've talked about 2025 and one of our goals is to just work on our social medias and being more present on there.
Yes.
But possibly to go viral on social media. That would be a lot of fun.
Yes.
We're gonna go viral.
Campanita.
Yes.
We are going to go viral, hopefully,
Yes.
with these reels.
I know, right?
We have some cute things coming up.
We
Yes,
really
one
do.
goes
We
into-
really do.
Into the jar. So that
We
was
do.
it. That's
We
our
do.
2025. They're very attainable. Some of them are very attainable goals, and a lot of them take a lot of work for
A
us
lot of
to
big
get there.
wishes. Yeah.
And
big
a lot
wishes.
of big wishes. But we're committed.
We are so
We are
committed. So now the idea is to lock up this jar, ¿verdad, mi
Yes.
querida Mindy?
Yes. We put them all in there.
And the
Put
idea
the
is,
lid on.
when do we
shake it up.
Shake it up.
We
Lo
shake
pasamos
it
todos
up.
para la buena suerte,
Yes,
¿no?
yes. We're gonna start with you.
Okay,
Let's do that. Yeah.
let's shake it up.
Shake it up a little
shake
bit.
it up, sí.
La mano santa, la mano santa.
Que se nos haga, Diosito, que se nos haga todo lo que está en este jar.
Sí.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes, bless this
Good
jar,
energy.
bless these wishes.
I love
Make
it.
them come true.
Yes.
Yes.
Como
You
dice
didn't bring your
Wendy.
strobe light. Oh,
Punchies,
girl.
punchies.
The strobe light. Punchy,
Yes.
punchy, punchy. Love it. There you go.
Yes, I'm just putting
Yeah,
a lot of
girl.
love into it.
Yes.
Yes.
Say a little prayer.
Say a little prayer.
Ay, que se nos concedan.
¿Verdad?
Sí.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. All these dreams.
And like I've said before, if it doesn't scare you, it's not worth pursuing.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Let's go 2025.
That's
It's
right.
okay to dream
Yes.
big. Dream
We
huge,
have to dream
you
big.
Oh, I
know?
thought you said
Dream.
drink big. I was
I
like,
know.
yes, that too.
También.
That too.
So we'll definitely open this up in December of next year to see
Yes, to
what
see
has
what
come true.
has come true.
Oh
And
my
then we'll
gosh.
write our 2026.
Oh my God.
Bigger, even bigger goals.
Ooh la la.
Y lo que no- y lo que no
Where
se
we'll
hace,
be.
otra vez.
I know.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Not everything is going to happen,
Right.
But we'll get
but
closer to
you'd
it.
be so surprised when you
Yes.
open that
Yeah.
and you realize that a lot of them did happen.
Yeah.
You know,
I love
and
that.
there's going to be new goals, new refresh goals, and some old ones that maybe need a little more work. But it's okay.
That's right.
It's such a good it's such a good feeling.
It is a good
You
feeling.
know,
I'm so excited.
moment. So I'm excited.
Wow. Well, what
Yeah.
a beautiful tradition, Coma, to share with us. I've never seen this. I've never heard of it, but I love it. And from now on, we will be doing it at least here and then hopefully in our personal lives as well.
And
And
with your
Yes.
families.
Yes,
Yes.
I love it.
I
It's a
like
great
it.
activity with our kids.
It
you
really
know?
is.
Yes.
It's really fun.
And
It really is.
comadritas watching, well, you as well can participate. But talking about comadritas and how hopefully in a year from now, I wonder where will we be
Yes.
with Comadres Unfiltered.
Yes.
But I can tell you already, we wouldn't be here today
That's right.
if it weren't for you.
That's right.
Yes.
So thank you for the love, for the support, for cheering us on, for even criticizing here and there, constructive criticism.
Yes.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
But still, without an audience, we have no podcast.
Yes.
That's right.
So it means the world to have you here till the end of the year. I don't want to burst your bubble or our bubble, but this is the last episode of the year, 2024. And I can't even imagine ending it like this without you because we do all this for you.
Yeah.
And it is the last episode because we need a break. We need a break to re-energize and come up with bigger and better just
to go
plans.
Christmas shop. Are you kidding?
También eso, también eso.
Decorate Christmas shop,
Yes.
parties, events, family.
No,
right?
family.
Kids
That's
at
right.
home.
And talking about family, I want to take advantage of this moment to thank someone that's part of the family, even though you hardly see him, and that's our producer, David.
Yes.
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 Thank you,
David.
I know you're
David.
watching us because you're recording us right now in the different room, but if we haven't told you already, this wouldn't be happening
Yeah.
without you because you contributed in so many beautiful ways with decor and aesthetics look, and you made our logo
Yes.
better with your creative ideas and I think that the one thing that I value the most about our producer David is his patience.
Yes.
His patience with us. We tell him we're going to start at 10 a.m. and it's still like 2 hours later and we're still not ready and we finished late, and just thank you for your patience, David. Thank you for just hanging out with us and having a glass of wine as well. And
He's like one of the girls now.
yeah,
Yes.
here in his event.
He knows a lot. Yeah. He knows a lot about us.
Wants to hear that.
Did we make him sign a contract to not release
An
all the other-
NDA?
Oh,
I know.
I don't know.
no,
Is it too late?
It's all your work, all your dedication to making us grow, to making us look the best we can, to make us sound the best we can.
Yeah.
That has been, it's just invaluable. Like
Yes.
we just really appreciate you, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
And also, there's one more person I need to thank
Oh.
because without this person, I don't think I would be here too because this person literally helped make this happen as well. And that's my husband, Omar.
Yes.
Omar, I know that you've sacrificed and we've all sacrificed so much family time when I'm here. And when I'm here, he's the one holding up the fort at home. He's the one taking the girls to school, picking them from school. And also, when I go over budget, yes, he's like, what? But in the end, he likes to see us happy.
Yeah.
And he likes to see his wife also shine on her own. And so I just want to thank you. Oh, I said I wouldn't cry, huh?
Yeah.
I want to thank you, babe, for believing in my project since day one and being my number one fan when you said, suena increíble. Hazlo.
I
So,
love that.
thank you, babe.
Thank you, Omar. Thank you.
You just, you know what, honey? You just keep making him happy, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, girl.
Go tell
Yeah,
him.
girl.
Chongo,
I know, ya trae el chongo.
With your new testosterone and HRT, you just make your compadre happy, please, okay? Yay to that.
We want to see more chongos in your life, okay?
Oh my God, you're crazy. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else we want to say?
I know. On the thank yous, you know, I think our kids.
Yes.
You know,
Our
we've
kids,
had to
yes.
shuffle around a lot. They've and you know, our significant others just to accommodate everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
But more than anything, I want to thank you guys, you know,
Yes,
for
yes.
always showing up and doing everything and having so much fun and being so present and making this year such a fulfilling year for me specifically.
yes.
So thank
Yes.
you. I love you guys so much.
Yes, thank you.
No,
honey,
no, we're
for
not gonna-
saying that.
We're not going to get emotional. Not getting
like,
emotional.
We did so much
no,
crying
no.
last time.
Yeah.
I this, it was, ni siquiera me salió la lágrima.
I know.
We're
They got
holding it back.
watery.
We're doing it
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Yeah. But I think that, right?
Honestly, just feelings. We're so grateful
Yeah.
It's been a great
to
year.
our followers. You
Yes.
know, also people that have been there for us, our families,
Yeah.
but to you, our followers, our dear followers. We listen to you. We read all of the comments. You know, we're also laughing at some of these funny comments and everything. We really do adore you. And we want all of you to keep hanging out with us and invite all your friends, all your comadres to join because this is going to grow. It's going to be exciting. We have so much planned and so much in store for 2025.
All right.
And we hope that this holiday season, you get to see your comadritas too.
Yes.
So make sure you make it a point for your self-care, because that's something we definitely talked a lot about on the show, was self-care, how important that is. And that means sometimes spending time with your girlfriends, with your comadres. So make sure you do that.
Very
There
important.
you go.
And you know, and even though we're going to be on a little hiatus, we will keep you informed on our comeback, our big return in 2025. But you will see us active on our social media.
Yes.
So do
following
not
us.
disconnect
Yes.
at all.
Yes.
Keep watching our content and just keep those comments coming. Matter of fact, I know we shared our goals and resolutions for the podcast, but if there's a goal that you want to see happen for this podcast, then also send that over. And more importantly, keep sharing our channel.
Yes.
Keep sharing our channel. Se vale ver el episodio otra vez. And just know that with you, we cannot toast without saying, here's to 2024 with you, with you, with you, with you.
Yes.
And let's toast for
2025.
better and better 2025. Together, comadritas chulas. Que viva la comadre tribe.
Cheers.
Let's do this.
And don't forget, we are
Comadres Unfiltered. Salud, comadritas.
Comadritas. Happy 2025.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. We'd love to see your reviews and hear your thoughts. You can also follow Comadres Unfiltered on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for more updates. New episodes every Tuesday. Until next time, comadritas.